Now at 6, concerns about flock camera license plate readers are surging across the state, leaving some people feeling uneasy and even angry. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Brent Harden. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules is live outside the Cheshire Library, where several people are planning to voice their concerns during a special meeting tonight. Alicia.
Brent, some people say the cameras are a major invasion of privacy, while others say it's a useful tool to prevent crime.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable about it now.
I'm not really concerned.
The use of flock cameras in Cheshire have drawn mixed reactions from people who live here. Vernell Moore says the cameras make her uneasy.
I would like more information about it.
She thinks more transparency about the cameras would make people more comfortable. The town already operates several flock cameras. Many are placed near town exit and entrance points. Flock cameras can store information for up to 30 days. After that, the data is automatically deleted. Some people have raised safety concerns about how their data is being used. Last month, Windsor's town council voted to end its contract with Flock over similar concerns. Virginia Abagani says she thinks the cameras are helpful tools to solve crimes.
What if there is an Amber Alert or some kid or person disappears, it happens. And you can tell, we're looking for this car, well, it went that way or it didn't or it entered, at that time. I think it could be very useful.
Just last month, police used license plate reader data to track down the driver of a vehicle responsible for more than $5,000 in property damage to the high school band field. Abdel Ghani thinks these cameras help keep people safe.
It's not necessarily to track people, to spy on people, but just more for safety purposes.
With so much concern surrounding the cameras, Moore says the town should consider removing them.
And then I guess again, maybe they should take it down because I think it's just going to make more people nervous about it.
The town manager tells me they initially installed the cameras to help solve crimes, and that remains their intended purpose. Again, that special meeting is expected to begin at 6:30. Live in Cheshire, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
Alicia, thank you. Milford police have made a second arrest in connection with a deadly home invasion last month. Ivan Barias Florimon from the Bronx was arrested in New York City today. He'll be charged with murder, home invasion, and assault. Police say on June 3rd, Sandra Cooper and her husband Frederick Werner were shot by intruders who broke into their house. Werner died at the scene. Cooper is still recovering from serious injuries. Stuart Lopez Reyes was the first person arrested and will be in court on August 11th. Right now, crews in Naugatuck are busy dealing with a pipe that exploded during yesterday's storm. The burst pipe flooded streets and caused a headache for business owners next door. Fox 61's Solene Arif has an update on those repairs.
Here on the corner of Etna Street and Rubber Avenue, crews have worked through the rain and heat to repair Monday's storm damage. You can see the road and sidewalk buckled here from the pressure, but the bigger problem they have to tackle first is replacing the old pipe that burst underground. It's not an easy week to have a business in the area.
Well, it's always a problem in this street. Sometimes the water go across the road and even flood across the street business.
Joe Santos owns Joe's Barber Shop on Rubber Avenue, which was closed on Tuesday. Next door, the owner of 11 Bar and Grill shared these videos that were taken after the street caved in. Both businesses say the road closure and the construction right around the corner left them with less customers.
Some people can't walk. I have a lot of old timers and can't walk. So I say, well, wait for the next week, maybe it'd be better. Who knows?
Mayor Pete Hess says the pipe that burst was about 100 to 125 years old.
And I knew we were going to have some issues because the storm came all at once, a little more than expected, and it was worse than expected.
He says Etna Street is already an area crews are targeting for an upcoming storm drainage project because the pipes are so outdated there. Crews just wrapped up the same project on Rubber Avenue, which is now damaged from the flooding the pipe on Etna Street caused.
Had the second project been completed, we would have been all set, but the timing didn't work out, and it's unfortunate.
Hess says they're working to get the street repairs done as soon as possible so they can reopen the road this week. He also says the storm damage project on Etna Avenue is being designed now to hopefully prevent another issue like this. Work is expected to start late this year or early next year. Now, the mayor couldn't give me an exact timeline of when these repairs will wrap up, but the crews here tell me they're going to work late into the evening to get it done sooner than later. In Naugatuck, Solene Arif, Fox 61.
Thank you, Solene. A heads up now, if you plan to get in the water today, a few shoreline beaches are closed due to high bacteria levels. They include the swimming areas at Silver Sands State Park in Milford and Rocky Neck State Park in Naugatuck. Officials say this is based on water testing they did yesterday. The water was expected to be retested today to determine when it will be safe to swim again. All right, turning to the weather now, and after all that heavy rain we had, we said goodbye to the humidity today, but we do have some storms ahead. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank is here now with the first check of the forecast. Rach?
Yeah, the good news is nothing that we have in store for later this week will rival yesterday's rain and storms and super soaker. But yeah, we do still have some in the forecast for later this week. But first, we've got one more pleasant day tomorrow with low humidity, plenty of sunshine. And then we really start to dial up the humidity. We are back in that soupy air mass for Thursday, right into this upcoming weekend. And we will see a daily thunderstorm chance beginning Thursday. And again, each day into this weekend, but it'll be more hit or miss in nature, not widespread. 86 degrees is the current temperature in Hartford, near 80 for New Haven. Lots of sunshine across the state and great sleeping weather tonight. This might be the last night to open up the windows before the humidity returns, with overnight lows between 55 to 65 as we head into daybreak. Tomorrow we'll do it all over again, and then we really heat things up. Your full forecast is coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, one of the hottest retirement towns in the Northeast is right here in Connecticut, at least according to Travel and Leisure magazine. It just released its 2026 list of best places to retire in New England. Fox 61's Victoria Anderson joins us now in studio. And Victoria, the list surprised a few people, huh?
That's right, Brenda. Definitely had us talking today in the newsroom earlier. Wallingford ranked 4th on the list. The mayor of Wallingford, Vincent Cervoni, told me a large part of this credit goes to the town's senior center.
I joke that you feel like you're walking on a cruise ship without, crossing a dock.
Your own personal landlocked cruise right here in Connecticut. That's how Wallingford Mayor Vincent Cervoni described his town's senior center that earned them a spot on Travel and Leisure magazine's top places to retire in New England. This year's ranking points to the town's senior center, which features a variety of programs and memory care opportunities for different ages. Wallingford also has several places to get health care, including Gaylord Hospital, and the ranking also points to the community's access to local transportation. But Mayor Cervoni thinks there's a bit more to it.
The other thing is affordability. We have our own electric division, and we have very affordable electricity as a result.
However, the article did point out the cost of living within the town is about 23% higher than the national average, but the town of 44,000 sneaks by with a 24 mill rate. Mayor Cervoni told us the town has seen the baby boomer population boom in the recent years and is excited to welcome the generation.
Now, I know you're all wondering who else made this list. Take a look right here. First place went to Lewiston, Maine. The Nashua, New Hampshire, ranked 2nd. Our neighbors up north in Springfield, Massachusetts, came in at number 3. And then we have Wallingford after that, Springfield, Vermont, Exeter, New Hampshire, and Providence, Rhode Island. That rounds out the top 7 best cities in New England to retire in. Brent, any surprises on that list for you?
I think there are a lot of places in New England really that meet a lot of the criteria people are looking for, in retirement. Not that I worry about that much. I know older people, and
but you would think you want to go to the beach.
Well, you want good health care,
yes.
And you want things to do that you don't have to travel a long way.
Exactly.
But I tell you, the cost of living and the taxes up here in New England are hard for a lot of retirees to get their minds wrapped around.
And it's the health care at the end of it. I mean, Wallingford has Gaylord Hospital, which has amazing memory care programs.
Yeah,
so,
absolutely.
Yeah, well, congratulations to everybody who retired in Wallingford.
That's right.
Made a good choice.
Victoria, thank you.
Of course.
All right, the Z-curve is arguably the most popular gateway to New Britain outside of using the Route 9 exit. However, its offset, disjointed layout that it's named for has long caused significant problems for the city, including dozens of car crashes and pedestrian safety issues. Fox 61's Jamel Johnson shares concerns from neighbors and what will soon be done about them.
If you look on a map, the area between East Main Street and Newington Avenue looks like a Z, giving it the nickname Z curve. However, neighbors in the area tell me they associate the name with car crashes on a regular, but safety enhancements are on the way in a few years.
For years, Newington and New Britain have been connected by the Z curve. Cars drive up Newington Avenue, take a right onto East Street, and quickly turn left onto East Main Street into New Britain. Mayor Sanchez says it's a complicated maneuver that's led to its fair share of accidents.
The traffic jams that we have here are just tremendous at certain points of the day. And it's not really safe. I think for over a decade, there have been over 90 accidents.
People who live on the street, like Jeffrey Addo, believe the Z curve is dangerous for both drivers and pedestrians.
People come flying through here, dangerously. I've had someone take out my fence. I've so many accidents. They've hit that electric pole. A lady, you see that pole's dented right there. Old ladies hit that pole from someone pushing her off the road.
These intersections full of battle scars are finally getting the change they need. In 3 years, construction will start to merge the East Main Street and Newington Avenue intersections on East Street into one four-way intersection.
My belief is that the turn signals, the signals here are going to be improved. The traffic is going to be improved. The fact that they don't have to take this Z curve is going to be a huge improvement for the east side. There have been numerous accidents where they've knocked down some of the crosswalks, and I think with the new improvements, you're not going to see much of that.
To make it happen, the city will buy some of the houses that are connected on the Z curve to better connect Newington Avenue and East Main Street. Addo and his family live right across from the East Main Street side of the Z curve. He hopes the improvements help slow down drivers once construction is complete.
My daughter's room is the front room. Someone's already drove through my gate and the fence. What happens if she was sleeping in her room and someone goes through the front of the house? And I would like to see something, that makes the street a little bit safer.
Along with the four-way intersection and improved traffic signals, the city also plans to add new sidewalks and ADA accessible curb ramps, plus 2 parks to add welcoming spaces for the city. In New Britain, Jamel Johnson, Fox 61.